It's probably going to be a very long video, guys. It's really late, but I'm going to be teaching you how to get mods on Ancient Dungeon. So the first thing you're going to need is CX File Explorer. If you don't know how to get that, go to your browser and then search up CX File Explorer APK. So you're gonna want to scroll down. So when you search it up, scroll down to the one that says Download CX File Explorer APK for Android free. There, click on it. Right here it says free APK download. Click it. There's gonna be an ad that pops up right here, and then just wait for like 3 or 4 seconds. After that, it's gonna start downloading. And then what you're gonna need to do is go to your store, and then you're gonna want to search up Mobile VR Station. Should look like this. I already have it installed, and then you're gonna want to open it. And the first thing you're gonna want to do is go to Local Files, All Folders, Android, Data, and then when you're in Data, you see all this. Just click that. Just scroll to the very bottom, click Scope Storage Actions, and then click Request Access. You should get this thing. What you're gonna do is to the very left, you see it says Quest 3 for me because I'm on a Quest 3. But if you're on a Quest 2, it doesn't matter. It just says, if it says whatever headset you're on, you want to click that. And then this should pop up. When this all pops up, click Download. And I have all of this, but you shouldn't have any of this because this is just because I've already gotten a lot of mods. But what you're going to want to do is scroll down until you see com.cx invid or something like that. It should say or just com.cx something after that. And then when you find it, click those little arrows, and then you're going to want to click Continue. It says Update because I already have it. You're going to click Install, but after that, click Done. Do not click Open. And then the next thing you're going to do is now you no longer need Mobile VR Station. You can quit. I don't care if you want to install it or whatever. It's just make sure you have CX File Explorer. Go to your unknown sources. Sometimes it's in here. For Quest 2, it used to be or something. But for me, it's right here. Go to your unknown sources, CX File Explorer. And then I would really recommend, if you have Discord, I would recommend going to it because I'm going to put the Discord in the description. And then at the very end, I'm going to teach you what you're going to have to do with the Discord. But what you're going to do when you're here is now keep CX File Explorer open. Go back to your browser. And then in your browser, search up Ancient Dungeon Mods. Just search up Ancient Dungeon Mods. For me, it's the first one, but you should be on Thunderstore, the Ancient Dungeon VR mod database. Click that. Once you're on here, you have a few mods. There are not that many mods all in here. It's just, there's just a few in here, but what I'm going to do is later in the video, like I said, in the Discord, there's a lot more mods other than this. So far, I'm just going to show you what you're going to want to do. Scroll down and click Modding Tutorial. You do not have to click this. You can click any of the ones you saw. But what you're going to do is when you find the one you want, and then scroll down, click Manual Download. And then it should start downloading. And then what you're going to do is now, while it's installing, before I forget, you're also going to have to go in Ancient Dungeons. Once you load in, you should see this or whatever. Mine looks a little different up here because I have a crap ton of mods. Just don't worry about that for me. you're going to want to click settings at the bottom. And then on your very right, there should be this mods panel. You will not have anything already have mods installed. I am just saying. But at the very right up here, look, this thing should be empty for you. What you're going to do is you're going to click the little thing that it says. So there should be some text or whatever. Click it. And then it's going to take you to this thing. You're going to want to click allow. And then after that, close your game. Now, after that mod is installed that was in your browser, go to main storage in CX File Explorer, Android, data, and then when you're in data, oh yeah, when you install CX File Explorer, when it asks you, when you click on some stuff, if it says allow access to use these to manage all files, just click the little thing to make sure it says yes, and then go back, and then it will let you in. For me, mine's at the very bottom. It should say, somewhere in one of your games, it should say Ancient Dungeon Full. Click on it. Once you click on it, click Files. And then what you're going to want to have is this that says ADVR mods. I'm just going to say most people will not have this because you haven't really done that. But if you do not have this folder, what you're going to want to do is click the 3 lines at the top right, click New, and then click Folder, and name it exactly right. You have to name it exactly ADVR _ mods, MODS. Basically, everything is capital in ADVR, and then the only thing that's capital in mods is the M. I'm not going to create a new folder, but usually you'd click OK, and a new folder that says ADVR mods would pop up at the top. And this is where you're going to put your mods. So now that you have the folder, go back, and then go to Downloads, and then just find the thing that you downloaded, whatever it's called. For example, I'm pretty sure I got... Yeah, for example, I got ADVR dev modding tutorial. So you're going to do is just not go to the very right, make sure you select it, and then at the bottom right, click more, and then right here, click extract. And then you're going to want to click extract here. I already have this. You should not say this, and it should just extract. But when it extracts, it should, at the very top, it should say, up here somewhere. I don't really know where it went, but what you're going to do is when you find the file or whatever you're putting, for example, or whatever, you're going to want to select it, click copy, go back, click main storage, Android, data, and go all the way back to Ancient Dungeon Full, click Files, and then in that new folder you just made, click it, and then you're going to want to click paste. And when you click paste, you're going to want to load back into Ancient Dungeons, and your mods should be there. I'm just going to, you already saw, in that folder that I showed you, there should be a whole bunch of stuff in there. Some mods have settings and stuff, some don't. Some are just unlockables and other things. It depends what kind of mod it is. So I'm just saying, now, this is the second part of the video. I'm going to show you what you do. So first, go to that link in the description, the Discord link in the description. It's basically the Ancient Dungeons thing. It's their Discord. And when you're in their Discord, scroll down to, you're going to start at the top, scroll down to modding creations. And then on the right, you should see all of these. I have quite a few of these, but just when you want one, what you're going to do is, for example, let's say I want this one called Hours. I have no clue what it is, but what you do is you click it. You're going to see all of this stuff or whatever. Most of the time, for some reason, it's kind of annoying, but you usually have to look for the download link. Like at the very top, it will say what it adds, what it's about, like what it does. But you usually have to scroll until like I had to scroll down just a little bit, and then it will like say the download link. And then what you're gonna do is click download and then click continue to download. It should download just like that. And then after that, do the same thing I just showed you before, which is I'm just gonna show you this because I don't think I've gotten this one yet. So you're gonna download, click it, more, extract here. And then this is what you should see. It extracts. I go up, select, copy, go back, main storage, Android, data, and then ancient dungeon full, files, and then ADVR mods, and then I click paste. Usually takes a minute. For me, it doesn't take that long. Once it's in, you should, this is just where all your mods go when it's in. If you load into ancient dungeons, for example, some mods are only for single player, and some work on multiplayer, just most mods work on single player, but there is some multiplayer mods that are friends with a friend, but now that I'm in, I should not have this, but when you go in the settings, you should have all the mods in the top right over here, just like I do. Like the new one I just got, which is Hours. Just a quick thing, like how all of mine have checks, the new mods you get, they're gonna be X'd out. What you're gonna wanna do, enable the mods. Click on the mod you want to enable, and then it should become green, and then click apply changes. It is gonna lag a little bit when you do that, and it's just gonna like kind of reload the main menu. After it does that, all of your mods and everything will be enabled, and then you can do basically whatever. So I really hope this tutorial helped, and if it did, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.